In this one, my little T6 goes from this to this. Not a job I ever want to do again, but it was a laugh. See how me and my pals got on. It's Things on Wheels. Roof, you say? Yeah, this is a camper. I need to check out my options. This looks roomy, but it's not a bit of me. I also feel the side ones look a bit awkward. Rear facing could be doable, but my interior layout wouldn't work. Course, still going up, eh? Bit extreme, don't you think? Now this is more like it. Can you imagine the panoramic views from that? Taking in the fresh air, overlooking the world. Oh, I'm on that. For sure, for sure. To the van. Starting the day with a Greggs as you do. My father-in-law kindly drove us up the country. We left around 5:30 to avoid the BS on the M25. Had to endure that squeaky gear knob all the way. Cheese savouries kept us full, and we finally reached our destination. Halifax Camper Van Conversions. These guys offer the lot. Camper conversions, camper hire, camper sales, and the one I'm after, the pop top. Michael and Lee were very accommodating, I must say, and they taught me through all aspects of the fitting. Now I know most would pay to have this done, but you know me by now, I like to get stuck in. I'm grateful my missus filmed all the explanation. This was a godsend having the measurements on hand when I come to fit it to my van. They had a roof template there so I could take my references. Perfect. And with that knowledge, we bid the guys farewell, loaded up the van, and foxtrot us good back down to London. Who remembers spotting the Eddie Stobart lorries as a kid? The roof had to stay on the grass for a bit until I could round up the troops to lend a hand in fitting. But before I could do that, I needed to make room inside. Let's get busy. Remember this from the van intro?
Check this out.
It's quite a handy safe storage for tools. You get loads in there. However, I don't need it.
Anyway, it's got to go.
I put it up for sale and it sold the next day.
And all of this.
Maybe I could have got more for it. Oh well. All this wood needs to go, but I'll keep hold of it, as it might come in handy down the line. You never know. It was a fair bit of weight too, so I may look into some lighter weight materials moving forward. This thing was a lump and all. I guess it needs to be to remain secure. Zosha having a nose about. The seats did a disappearing act. They also got snapped up quickly. I can reinvest that money back into the van. I'm back in the van, nothing's gonna stop me, even the rain. I'm gonna get this roof lining off, all of this, in prep for the next step.
So if you have a look, we've got these little clips holding the board up.
Do I rip them out? Nah.
I've got a tool just for the job.
Good. Saves time and aggro breaking clips. Sorted. The only thing is, there was loads of them. But it was a minor inconvenience. It's gone. Only the back half, but just like that, we're good. I must remember to be careful around this loom too. It looks important. I also need to get all of this out because the hole that we're cutting will probably come somewhere along here. So let's get cracking. And that I did. Grab handles, sun visors, glasses holder, A-pillars, and even the interior lights all had to come down before the headliner could be removed from the van. I'll make sure I put that in a safe place. Next. This definitely isn't factory, so that's gonna have to be addressed at some point. Probably for a dash cam or something. Need to get rid of these curtains as well. Let's do that now. More for the bin pile. Obviously, I'll see if anyone wants it first. Can he be wasteful? Anyway, these lads are taking their time. Where they at? So we got to get the top of the van clean. Got one of my boys on it. This guy's doing nothing. Nigel with the ladder, big up. Yeah, you're doing a good job, mate.
Do a Baywatch move, mate. Do a Baywatch move.
make the hair flow in the wind. Top lad. Up top, I'll remove the factory roof rail bolts. We're going to be cutting close to them, so there's no point marking them up. Probably would have saved some time using my impact gun, but you live and learn, eh? The weather was a bit grim too. We kept fighting the downpours. Oi, hands off, mate. It was easier to put down some tape and mark onto that. It's not ideal, but what can you do? Gareth on the camera, his first time, and he gets a bit of stick for it.
Yeah, but you know you can zoom in. You don't need to go like...
Can't get the angle, mate. You should know all about angles.
What should he know about angles?
Because his big bent.
Ha! That told him. A bright orange string line worked a treat.
The sky is just grey, bro.
That's it, mate. Just let the water go in my lens.
It's just grey.
More rain, wipe it up, and more tape. Double checking with my reference videos. It would be a bad day if I messed up here. But we're good.
Sweet. Same on yours.
First cut. Measure twice, cut once.
Wise words. However, as my mates sheeted up the van, I couldn't help but think, am I in too deep? Oh well, I've come this far. Let's load them up. My mate Arian, weirdly eager to cut into my van. What the heck? Let's go. Safety squints on. I found it quite liberating. And we decided to have a chinwag whilst he was playing butcher. No going back now.
Look at him fucking trying to get into the car without even damaging the plastic. Well done, mate. Don't get a grinder in you.
He was right. We needed to hustle up. Look at him proud of his cut.
Your line's not as neat as mine, mate.
And this is why the interior was removed and protected.
There's gonna be some sparks coming your way, mate.
Gareth picked the wrong place to stand.
I know your hair's already orange.
Yeah, it wouldn't make a difference. It wouldn't make a difference.
Banter.
What are you doing? Are you trying to bend it up?
Perfect, man.
I mean, it's
I
Stevie
don't know.
Wonder.
He still thinks he was perfect.
You behind me? 3 inches, just put it in, yeah?
Using just the tip of the saw, I squeezed it in between the roof skin and the loom beneath, just as a backup. Arian don't care about no sparks, he's a man.
The glue on this is unbelievable.
And once he moved his ass, I finished the final bit.
A second you press stop. I'm literally blinking.
Quite strong, man.
Stand up.
Flex, right.
Yeah, I took off the whole roof from my own, Just push the top on. Just push up there.
We split the glue holding the skin to the crossbars, and then pried the roof up and out. Oh, James on the camera now. By the way, shift work. That looks mad. Remember, this isn't a how-to guide. It's just how me and my pals did it on the day. Regretting my decision. Too late, mate.
Turn around the roof, mate.
Nigel got busy with the reciprocating saw. That's the crossbars out. Job done. That sheet can come off now. Yep. So what's this pop top saying then? It's almost like a cassette design. All the frame contained within the fiberglass exterior, meaning it's all assembled but needs to go in as one. The boys made light work of it though. Placed it on 2 bits of wood to allow us to unwrap it and position it.
Take it away, take it away.
Chop chop. It's the unveiling. And finally, a bit of good weather. Where was that earlier? Zosha looking on. Nigel had the brightest light. Mark looking like he's staring at the sun, bruv. Time got on and my mates left eventually, but I still had to crack on. Can't leave the van with an open hole in the roof. I drilled through the pre-marked holes into the van, cleaned the surface, and then coated any bare edges. We don't want corrosion from inside out, because that would be a nightmare. Now we're ready. I used this stuff. A generous bead all around the mountain area, taking time as this stuff is hard to clean. It's like tar.
All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need
All bases covered.
boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take.
It was then riveted all the way round into the holes I made earlier.
I've been trying to forget
Then it was bolted with a generous bit of adhesive sealant.
my brain.
This ain't going nowhere. Gotta make sure it's weather tight. So I then masked it and ran another bead of sealant.
Yeah, you
Leaks aren't fun,
make me feel like
and we don't want none.
you're never
Nice.
alone. Yeah, you.
The last step is to bolt it through the roof skin into the frame above, keeping the pop top tight to it. We gotta put all of that back. Rewind.
Yeah, you.
Do me a solid. Hit that subscribe button, and then right after that, smash the hype button. It helps a small creator like me massively. And in turn, I can keep bringing you more content. So it's a win-win. Alright, that's done. Let's see the results then, eh? I hope you like. Oh, that's the one. Oi. What a transformation. Imagine all of that extra space inside with this setup. I'm over the moon. And you know what? I'm impressed with the quality of it all. Halifax Camper Conversions done us solid on this one. It was a long couple of days sorting it out, but I'm buzzing to get more done now. You can give it a go yourself, but make sure you've got bodies. Let's see what the deal is with these zips then. It's like unwrapping a present. The last one done. Oh yeah, we got windows. Lovely fly net to stop the critters. And it's pretty discreet from the outside too. Schwanky. That isn't it though, there's more zips. Can you see where this is going? Oh. Using the provided straps and clips, I'm aiming for the sky. Let there be light. Just think once I've got the bedboard up here, we can sit up top, taking in the views. Scenic canvas styly. I'd like to thank Andy, Gareth, James, Nigel, Arian, Mark, and my missus for stepping up to give me a hand. It wouldn't have been possible without you. It just goes to show anything is achievable with the right people around you. Remember, check in on your homies, people. And there we have it. The pop top is on. Quite a lot of work involved in that one. I know it's shrunk down to a smaller video, but you get the gist. I hope you can stay tuned for the next one. We've got loads going on. Oh yeah. Anyway, I hope you don't sweat too much. Take care of yourself. Bless up.